Hello and welcome to Market Drive with Raja. Today is the 2nd November 2020, and the markets have definitely indicated that yes, they are not going to give up. Yes, we were looking at Reliance to bring up some bullish cheer, but then it did not happen and they turned the other way. While HDFC proved to be a savior today, and they proved to be the savior for the Bulls, and they came out with some stellar numbers and ensured that the balance is maintained. So this is what we are going to discuss today. I am Raja Venkatraman, co-founder of NeoTrader and also your trading influencer. I've been in the markets for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Welcome everyone. This show is about how I had shown you about a very important chart which I had spoken about was SGX Nifty. And अगर आपने देखा होगा तो 11,725 has not been surpassed or 11,725 continues to be an important zone on the SGX Nifty. And once that level is exceeded, we can definitely experience more upside. So आज के दिन पे Bank Nifty, Realty, or PSU banks and private banks. So these were the biggest gainers today. And yes, today the Nifty 500 was even Steven, लेकिन एक बुलिश माहौल बनाए रखा और इसका खास रीजन है कि बैंक निफ्टी ने अच्छा प्रदर्शन दिया लेकिन जो सुपरमैन मुकेश अंबानी की जो हमें राहत चाहिए थी जो हेल्प चाहिए थी वहां से तो नहीं आई there are some rumors floating but that also triggered some downside in Reliance and we are going to discuss about some chart elements also in two of the biggest movers today the Karan Arjun आएंगे that's what we expected that Karan had already come on Friday after the market closed and Arjun came in today. But then Karan did not work out. Probably Arjun did. Or who is Karan? Who is Arjun? That is for you to decide. But then two of the biggest movers of Nifty, one did well, one did horribly. And that's what we are going to see whether the trends are emerging either to the downside or to the upside. That's something to watch out for. So that's a chart which I'm going to discuss. I'm also going to be discussing about some important elements which I spoke about yesterday. And that's how we are going to find out what lies ahead for our whole setup. So let's go right in and find out what's in store. Hang on till the end because I'm going to be showing you a very interesting chart setup. And you can see here what I've shared with you is the chart of SGX Nifty, and you can see that this is the trend line resistance which I have showcased. And this particular trend line resistance continues to be a problem area and this problem area is around the levels of 11,725. So yes, you can see here there is also a trend line resistance here. You see here there is a trend line resistance. Let me just mark that out for my friends here. You can see here there is a nice trend line resistance. So this trend line resistance once exceeded, it could be a very interesting setup to watch out for. And I would keenly be observing this level. This was the pivot zone, and this is definitely an interesting area on the SGX Nifty. Now let's also go to our charts, which is the Nifty. So this is the Nifty here, and you can see that there is some positive divergence being built in here, and this positive divergence which we are seeing right now. So there is serial divergences being built in and right now we have seen a breakout towards the end of today's session and yes I am definitely tracking the SGX Nifty and a move above 11,725 could be an important zone because what I am finding is that the pain point area around the Nifty is around 11,600 and also on the Nifty what I am finding is the max OI or the max concentration of position is around 11,700 while on the bank Nifty I find that it is around 24,000 which I have spoken about as an important area. So right now what are you seeing here is that after the decline in Nifty it has made a base here and what you can see, let me zoom in the charts a little bit. You can see here that this is called as a positive divergence. So there is a positive divergence here, and that's why you are seeing the fall halted. And for last two sessions, in and around this area, there is some buying emerging. Now we got to see whether this buying will continue क्या ये जो बुलिश मोमेंटम है क्या वो कंटिन्यू कर पाएगा And for that, I had already shown you that 11725 is the closing. So if SGX closes about 11725, get ready for some strong upside. We have already seen some indications. So now let me just go down to our friend Neo Trader and let's see what lies in store as far as the consolidated view is concerned. Do we have some kind of confluence? So what I am seeing right now on NeoTrader is that there is a confluence around 11,000. It is around 11,800 to 11,870. So there is a nice confluence zone around 11,800 to 11,870. But at the moment, Nifty still continues to be below the pivot. So yes, a lot of work yet to be done for the Nifty. And once Nifty begins to move above 11,725, which I have been highlighting for quite some time, you can see at least 100-point move, and that could be something which you can encash for tomorrow. And once that happens, you have got further confluences here. Let me just mark that out again. You've got the confluences again at 100 points further. So you got nice decent setup on the Nifty. So we need to wait for 11725 to be crossed, and that could be a very, very good action point. You are having very, very good confluences here even at the pivot levels. So Nifty is building out to be a very, very good area. So you need to worry about only when the lower confluence around 11,000 550 to 570 is broken. So yes, your levels are with you. 11550 to 11570 on the downside, 11725 to be crossed for a move towards 11,850 on the upside. So you're having the levels with you. You know what's to be done, and that's why you need to keep watching this video. But if you're watching this video for the first time, I would like you to give a like on this video and also leave a comment, because such kind of structured analysis is not done anywhere on the internet. Now let's go down to the Karan Arjun and find out what did Karan Arjun do today. So let's first go down to Karan, and that I have named Reliance as the Karan. All right. So let's see what happened actually in Reliance. You can see here that the entire chart has been moving along in a nice strong upward channel. And then when the channel broke down, okay, the channel broke down yesterday, quite some time ago. And you can see here that the channel has given away, and you can see that the channel breakdown, once it happened, the channel breakdown happened here. The channel broke out somewhere in the beginning of October. So what has happened now is, so you can take the channel targets. This is how you measure the channel target. Let me just show you how to measure the channel target from the start here. So which is somewhere around 300 points. 300 points from this breakdown puts it at 1900. So if you are thinking that Reliance would probably go down further, I have my doubts. And the reason is that the channel target has been met. And also what I find is there are some small body zones here. Okay, there are some small body zones here. Let me just mark that out. So there are some small body zones which I would like to highlight around this area and this area. So around this area, I feel that there are some small body support levels here. So probably Reliance has made a bottom, and I fear that those who are holding shorts would really have a case on their hands only if it moves below 1830. Otherwise, I will be a very, very strong buyer in Reliance because it has come into a very good support here, and it's also met the channel target here. So lot of cases building up. I would wait for the first half an hour, and if the first half an hour, if Reliance manages to give a very strong closing at these levels, it would be a very low risk buy opportunity, and that's why I wanted to share with you this chart today. This is a nice long body candle. Supports have been reached, the channel targets have been met, or a small body सपोर्ट जो है यहाँ पे एक अच्छा सपोर्ट जोन भी बन गया है. तो आई फील दैट this zone could be a very nice area, and if you wait for the first half an hour of the day and if you get a strong reversal candle here, that would be a very good area to buy Reliance. Now let's move to the other stock. HDFC came out with stellar numbers, and you can see here that this all stock also once again did the same thing. It came to its value area here. You can see this value area. Stock आ गया था नीचे वैल्यू एरिया पे अराउंड 1900 to 1920. यहाँ पर आके इट मेड सम स्मॉल बॉडी कैंडल. स्मॉल बॉडी कैंडल आने का मतलब है कि इस स्मॉल बॉडी कैंडल पे जो सेलिंग खत्म हो गया है एंड द सेलर्स हैव नाउ गिवन अवे और दे हैव रिजाइंड. That's the meaning of the small body candle on a decline. It has come into a nice support area. You can see here it's a very nice support area. And on the result day, you are getting some bullish opportunity. If you just take a look at the intraday chart, if you just take a look at the intraday chart, it spent some time. It did spend some time, but then after 1 o'clock, when the results were declared, the move already began to emerge. So that is the power of small body, and that's what I teach in all my training programs. I teach in all my seminars that how to understand, how to find out small body concepts, and that's what I'm sharing with you. I'm sharing with you a very simple and very powerful way to look at the markets and what you need to do. So now you'll be thinking, yes, HDFC has gone up. It's a very good buy opportunity. Hold on, friends. Now the rise which has emerged, it has once again gone into the small body area, which is around 2050. Yes, it has gone into this strong resistance zone here. So I would wager a buy on dip in HDFC. Reliance has already come into a support zone. You could buy it there because you are at a very, very low risk level. In HDFC, if you were to buy, you are definitely looking at a high risk level. Why is that? Because you are seeing that around 2050 to 2070, you could experience some supply. So, where should you buy HDFC? You could look at some intraday charts. You can see here, once the pullback comes, you are having some small body zones here, which is around 1980 to 1990. That would be a good area to buy into HDFC. Okay, so that's the take on the Karan and Arjun. Like I said, and you can see here, the RSI also dipped into the neutral zone. Neutral zones are also a very good area to watch out for in good active stocks, and these two stocks are definitely very, very active. And this is what I keep sharing in all my videos. And you know that yes, there are stocks which move and there are stocks which don't. So don't concentrate on stocks which are not moving. Like for example, today there was a good movement seen in real estate. So Godrej Property, DLF. So these are some of the strong movers from the real estate pack. So you should always track them. And the way they moved, they were clearly in line with the news. So don't trade only on the news. Combine the news flow with the chart setup, and you will see that yes, it is very much possible. But all these things are done for you with NeoTrader, and that's why NeoTrader is the #1 trading software for everyone. So thank you for watching this video. This is Raja Venkatraman signing off. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader and also a trading influencer. I've been in the markets for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Do like my video, do comment, do share and subscribe because this kind of structured analysis is not done anywhere on the internet. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe.